Hey, what is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video on the channel. On today's video, we are doing a follow-up video on yesterday's HCMC video. In that video, we talked about the rights offering. I talked about why I thought it was a great thing for the company. What I will be doing today is kind of updating you all on my opinion on it, as it has kind of sort of changed, and I will also be showing you all exactly how we are going to be able to access this rights offering. Now, I know a lot of you did go in the comment section, hey, please let us know if you find any information on how this process will take place. How do we access these shares at a discount? How does it all work? I actually did find another YouTuber who talked about it, kind of explained it, and we will get into that in a second here. So whenever it does come to this, I have not done a rights offering before. I have not personally purchased shares through a rights offering. So through that, I'm no expert. I don't have any experience with it. So it did take me some time to figure this all out. But I will go ahead and say now that if any of this information is incorrect and you have experience in this field, please go down to the comment section. Let me know. I'll pin your comment. And if I need to make an update video on this video, I will definitely do that. But this is the information that I have found, and I told you all that I would update you all as soon as I had any info. So here we are. So here we are on the computer. Now, this is going to be a video from Trader_UK. Now, he is an active YouTuber at the moment. He has his YouTube channel, so definitely go check him out. Go show him some love. Go like this video, as it was super duper helpful. Well, at the time last year in June of 2020, Whitbread PLC actually did a rights issuing, and at that he explained how exactly it worked. Now, he trades through DeZero. Now, there are a few brokerages that do accept rights offering, and you can actually access these discounted shares through the platform itself. And then there's some platforms that don't. The best thing you can do, give your brokerage a call, shoot them an email. Hey, this is the situation. HCMC is doing this. What will you do in order to accommodate me, in order to be able to access these shares at a discount? I think most of them will do it as DeZero did, but the best thing you can do if you're unsure, give them a call. So as we can see here, these are some of his holdings in his portfolio. Got a great portfolio here. And as we can see, Whitbread PLC. Now, basically what he explained is that he had 15 shares at the time. Of course, he had about 391 pounds, as he said it. Now, as they did finalize the offering, as they finalized the rights offering or the rights issue, one of the two, they're kind of interchangeable. Whenever that did happen in his brokerage, as we can see right up here, we have this new slot. Now, basically what this is going to do, it gives him the ability to purchase these 7 shares, which is what, their right offering was. These 7 shares at the discounted price. So everything is going to take place through his broker, and it gave him the ability to do so. Now, again, everyone's broker is going to be different. The best thing you can do, give them a call. I will be calling all of my brokers. I will be hitting up every single one of the apps that I use. Hey, do you accommodate for this? Do you let it use it? Whenever I get as much information, I'll shoot it through my Patreon. I'll shoot it through YouTube, and we will keep you all as up to date as possible. Now, one thing that I did want to show is that we will likely also be getting an email, and we need to look out for that. So as we can see here, he got an email from his brokers basically saying, hey, they have an upcoming rights issue for which you may find the details below. They provided the details of the issuance, and then they told him how to participate to the rights issue through their brokerage. Now, it was super simple for them, and that's what I'm expecting it will be for us as well. I think some apps like Trading 212, Fidelity, the majority of them, from what I have heard, do allow the same process. So hopefully that is the case. So so again, we can just expect to get an email sometime soon whenever it all is announced. Again, this is 20 to 90 days, okay? So this is going to take a good bit of time. I'm not expecting this to happen anytime soon within the next 2 or 3 weeks. I do believe it'll probably be like a month to maybe about 6 weeks before we get some real confirmation about this. And as they do send this around, as they do send it to brokerages, then the brokerages will send it to us, letting us know exactly what we can do. So the best thing we can do, just be patient. The likelihood is that it will likely be available through your app or your online brokerage. And if not, there are other processes that which I can go ahead. I'll post some of the forms down below. It's not too hard. You can actually access some of these shares through your own your banks, whether it be online, but you might have to fill out a whole entire form, bring it to your bank. They will send it into HCMC, and you purchase the shares directly from HCMC, which would be a lot harder, especially for some of the new day investors like myself. I know a lot of us like our online investing, so what I will mainly be focused on right now for the time being is just this online or the online brokerages, making it available for us to purchase those discounted shares based off of however many we owned at the time. So with that being said, that's just a quick little update. Again, the best thing I can just say, let's just be patient. We'll get news very soon here, and our brokerages will communicate this with us. They won't just leave us in the dust. Okay, so now that that is out the way, let's talk about, my opinion kind of changed a tad, just a tiny bit whenever it comes to this rights offering. So yesterday I said in the video, I was like, this is not dilution at all. And I feel like that wasn't fair. I feel like I need to kind of retrace a bit on that and kind of re-explain what I meant. So I feel like the majority of the time that we see capital raising of any sort, there's dilution that will take place. Okay, if they're doing anything that involves shares, there's dilution that will take place, but the dilution type will change. And I feel like this was the best form of dilution that we could possibly see, granted the situation, granted the scenario. Okay, so the reason I say that is because when I focus about dilution, when I think about dilution, I'm less concerned about how much of a percentage of the company that I own, and I'm more concerned with the ability of the stock price to rise based on way too many shares. If we see hundreds and hundreds of billions of shares, the ability for that stock price to maybe hit $1 is just unrealistic. I mean, that thing would be sitting at what, a $300 billion market cap? It wouldn't make sense. Okay, and so as we do add outstanding shares, as we continue to see the share count increase, that kind of limits and puts pressure on the stock price itself, and us being able to see growth is what really gets affected by dilution, especially as our basic retail investors and shareholders of a company. So that is what I'm focused on. And so whenever I say there's not dilution taking place, that is more of which I was talking about. We're not going to see a drastic increase in the outstanding share count, as we are getting some of these shares directly from HCMC. So I think that's good. Where there is dilution, though, is whenever we consider the overall value of our shares when this does happen. Because realistically, if you do take part in this rights offering, then your shares won't really be diluted in a sense. But if you don't, it says it even in the press release that they will be diluted down. The value of those shares will decrease. Of course, as they are adding $100 million worth to the company, they are adding more shares to the overall amount that people are going to own. And so with that being said, you will see some dilution there. But personally speaking, I don't really feel as a retail investor that is something I'm going to feel. I don't really think that's going to impact my position. And I think that if this thing goes up 100%, I still saw 100% in gains, right? So that's just kind of my take on it. There is some dilution. And, there's a big argument on Reddit right now. And there's a big argument on StockTwist. There's dilution. There isn't dilution. Yes, there is a little. But I don't believe it's the worst of the worst. And for what it may entail, from what we may gain from this $100 million in which they may use to implement their intellectual properties, for be able to expand their company itself, I believe it's worth it. And the fact that they're not going to be raising the outstanding shares up to $700 billion like they very easily could with another direct offering, which would suck. The fact that we're not going that route and they're doing something that will benefit shareholders who will go ahead and purchase more shares of the company, who do support the company and who are willing to hold on to the company, then that's why I believe that it's not the worst of the worst, and I actually believe it could be a great thing for them. So that's just a little bit of an update. What's the word? I'm open. That's a good word. I'm open. I'm transparent with you all, and I'm not going to sit here and if I notice my opinion change, or if I say something in a video and I rewatch it like, dang, I didn't really mean it like that, I will always be open. I'm not perfect. I'm no expert. I'm nothing like that. I'm just a guy with a camera who loves you all, who is going to provide you with as much information as I possibly can that I come across, and I hope you guys do appreciate that. I try to be as transparent and put my ego to the side. If I feel like I was a little bit wrong, I'll tell you guys I'm a little bit wrong. And that's something I will continue to do as time does go on, because I value you all. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm not going to sit here and do anything that can be detrimental, hurt you, hurt myself. And so through that, I will be as open and honest as possible. With that being said, I have been posting on this channel up to about 6 times a day every now and then. So I don't even want to say I post 2 to 3 times a day anymore, because that isn't even a limit. There's no limits on how much I'll post on this channel. I love you all. I've been trying to update as much as possible about all of these big hype stocks and cryptos, altcoins, DeFi tokens, penny stocks, blue chip companies, everything like that. And I hope you guys do appreciate the massive volume that I'm trying to put out right now, as I really do want to keep you all as up to date as possible. With that being said, I will see you all very, very soon. Y'all stay safe. It is a crazy world out there, and y'all keep it easy. Peace.